Hey everybody, it's your girl, Pajama, with Pajama Life, and today we are reading the Oscars with Oscar-nominated Best Adapted Screenplay, American Fiction, based on the novel Erasure by Percival Everett. Hey, do you like movie adaptations? Well, I do too! So subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Erasure by Percival Everett is a satirical novel published in 2001, and the story is about the lure and dangers of commerce versus art in urban fiction. The other themes include family, race, class, and literature. This is the story of Thelonious Monk Ellison, an Ivy League professor and writer in the midst of a writing and personal crisis. His books are retelling of Greek myths using the African American experience, but don't nobody want to buy that. His life as well as his family is in turmoil. When he sees his book in the urban literature section as opposed to the classical literature section, he sees. But it's when he sees the rising success of an urban novel he views as trash, We Lives in the Ghetto, in a fit of rage and needing money to take care of his mother with Alzheimer's, he writes a satirical novel, My Pathology, under the pseudonym Stagg R. Lee, full of every negative stereotype of black men using slang and dialect languages and outrageous situations. Sound familiar? A third of the book is the full-length novel from Stagg, My Pathology, a crazy stereotypical account of black men featuring Van Gogh Jenkins, a ticking time bomb, violently, sexually predatory, a no-account father of four who is full of rage and makes all the wrong choices, eventually leading to a typical end. Then, my pathology, Monk renames the F word and starts to get the same accolades and recognition from the white literary establishment as the author that fueled Monk's rage originally. And he begins to feel massive guilt over selling out his artistic integrity. And as his family life also starts to unravel along with his spirit because of the book, in the end, life starts to imitate art. Now, this story flits between the novel, Monk's family life, and his thoughts on how to do the next book. And so it can be difficult to follow at times, but it's something interesting about the construction of the novel. And I also question, is this novel within a novel based on the writer's own literary experiences? And the story of My Pathology is a messy, glorious pile of crap a lot of people go for these days. Or is this a snobbish view of popular literature? So I still think about this story in the best way. I thought he told a mentally challenging but necessary story of the state of the black literary field, as well as the implicit racism of what gets defined as African American stories versus white folks' definition of what black life is. This is ultimately a strong, biting, dark satire about how America really doesn't want to face the complexities of black life, merely stories that may reinforce their stereotypes of black life. So I highly recommend reading this. The movie American Fiction is written and directed by Cord Jefferson, and you know him from The Good Place and Watchmen, and stars Jeffrey Wright, who's up for Best Actor, as Monk, and you know him from What If. Tracee Ellis Ross as Lisa, and you know her from Blackish, and Sterling K. Brown as Clifford Ellison. He was in This Is Us, and the incomparable Leslie Uggams as Agnes Ellison. And you know her recently from the Deadpool movies. The movie still focuses on the same storyline as Monk, who, in a fit of disgust in response to the negative portrayals of black culture in popular fiction, writes an over-the-top parody novel, and he must come to terms with his work and its impact. Now, the difference between the novel and the movie. The book includes the full-length story of my pathology, and the movie only does a scene from the book acted by two characters out of Monk's imagination. And the family dynamics are greatly reduced in the movie as opposed to the book. But what I thought was interesting was the Centaur Golden character is different in the book. It's much less important in the book and is more prominent in the movie. The ending is radically different in the movie, but it's really interesting what they do with the story. So I really feel the movie got right. It does a great job in bringing the book to life. This is a really complicated and complex piece of literature, and the movie helps to make it more accessible to everyday people. And I like the thoughtful take it took and how passages from the book you can see in the story. And a couple of things were very clever. Is Monk's pen name is Stagger Lee in both the book and the movie, staggering. And the Centaura is renamed from Juanita. Now, Centaur in Greek mythology were agents of chaos who were slaves to their animal passions. So you can kind of see that's an interesting, clever little take on her name and what she stands for in the movie. And I was really scared at first about the ending, but they really did a great job with the twist at the end. Now, what I didn't like about the movie, the family story was kind of given the short shift, and I would have wanted more of that in the movie. But the real story to me is how white corporate America often promotes the worst views of black life, especially for black men, is too subtle in the movie. And I didn't like how they brought in Centaura's character to provide a kind of a rationale for the sellout in the movie. So, because I think if you're going to go in on this, then really go in. I would highly recommend both the book and the movie. This is the grandchild of Bamboozled and Hollywood's Shuffle, set in the literary world. And everyone watching this needs to rethink why they are watching channels like Tubi, which is owned by Fox, and those power shows, and other portraits of destructive, criminal, and hypersexualized images of black life. Because who is that being made for? For my final review, both the book and the movie were excellent. The movie is a fantastic pastiche of satire, so I'm going to give both of them my highest ratings, 5 stars. So where can you find Erasure and American Fiction? You can watch American Fiction in theaters, and you can read American Fiction by Percival Everett, ebook, available on Hoopla, American Kindle, Apple iBooks, Barnes & Noble Nook, Google Play, Kobo, or, most importantly, check it out from your public library. Well, that's it. I hope you like my review, and comment below and give me your thoughts on the book or the movie, and please give me a thumbs up and follow my channel. And as we like to do, my final quote will be from James Baldwin. People pay for what they do and still more for what they have allowed themselves to become. And they pay for it very simply by the lives they lead. I hope you like my review. See you next time. Take care.